What you just heard is glissando, or gliss for short. Let me show you how it's done. So we're dealing with the glissando. And the way the glissando works is that you literally slide your hand down the keyboard, right? Or you can go up. Right? So he starts on the B flat at the very top. So not this one, the next one up. And he comes all the way down on all the black notes. This is also the pentatonic scale for F sharp. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. And then you start again. Well, basically, glissando, the way it works, use your thumb, the nail of the thumb. That way, you turn it down on the keyboard and slide. So I'm actually playing with the nail of my thumb. And when you're going up, you use the nail of your third finger, your middle finger. Alright? It's that simple. But for the purpose of this tune, what we have is glissando going down. Alright? Maybe it's a little bit faster. Alright? So you can practice that. And that's the first actual movement in the song. Now here are the intro chords. Okay, awesome. So the first chord in this intro progression is an F sharp major 9 chord. So you got F sharp in the bass, you got C sharp, that's your 9, that's the G sharp. It's also referred to as the 2, but literally it's F sharp, C sharp, G sharp. And in the right hand you have C sharp, F sharp, and A sharp. The reason we're saying A sharp and not B flat is because we're in the key of F sharp, and so we're not going to mix sharps with flats. Okay, so they all have to be sharps. So it's F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. It's a bit of a stretch. Alright, and in the right hand I've got C sharp, F sharp, and A sharp. That's the first chord. Now you notice I put my pedal down, okay? Because I have to move up with that sound sustained, so I keep my pedal down. So you got that first chord, and then I move up an extension, okay? So it's almost like we're doing a 6/9 now, because you've got the 6th on top, which is D sharp. But you can just look at it as the single notes. So it will be F sharp, A sharp, and D sharp at the top. Okay? So that's what happens in the right hand. Okay? So, first chord, you move up, and then this way it's gonna get interesting. So you got now F sharp with D sharp and the G sharp. That would be like a F sharp 6/9 on the left hand, but the right hand takes it out. So you got C natural, F, G, and C. Alright, this is an amazing chord. Listen to the whole thing together. So basically the progression would sound like this. Okay, great. So what we have now is chord number 3 and 4. And this one literally goes like this. So what we have here is an F sharp 11. So how does that work? You've got the F sharp in the bass, and then you got E, which is the 7, and then you got G sharp, which is 9, then B, the 11, okay? And then it just repeats. You have another 7 in there, that's a 9, and that's an 11. B, E, G sharp, B. So the chord sounds like that, okay? But what you're going to realize is that you can look at it as an E major chord. Everything over the F sharp bass. That's really cool, okay? So you heard chord number 3 and chord number 4 is this one. And you could look at it as B major, that's the 3rd of B, that's the 5th of B, and still over the F sharp bass. That's the easiest way to look at it. But literally it's like an F sharp chord, and you've got the 11, but now with the 6th in there. B major, just look at it as B major over the F sharp. Okay? So the first chord is like E over F sharp. Right? That's your 7-11 chord, or F sharp 11. And then you got B over F sharp. Okay? And what happens before that, we have the F sharp and the G as a melody line. It's 2 passing notes. Okay? So you have F sharp, G sharp. And then you literally go, and then your first chord, and the next chord. Alright? Okay? Awesome. So this is where we explore chords 5 and 6. Now, chord 5 is this one. Very interesting chord. It's like a slash chord, a crush chord. You know, it's really interesting in terms of the harmonic effect that it creates. Now, there's a walk up. It literally walks up from the F sharp to the G sharp to A natural, and then the chord is played in conjunction with the A sharp. And the A sharp is actually part of the chord. So you land here. So the fingering you might want to use, you can do ring finger on the F sharp, middle finger on G sharp, then you slide down to the A natural with the same middle finger, and then you play both the A sharp and the B. Then you play both the A sharp and the B with the left hand, like that. So you got okay. Alright, that's a fairly simple way to break it down. Now, the right hand joins the left with D natural, F natural, In this case, if you look at it as the F sharp key, this would actually be E sharp. But for simplicity, we'll just say F. Okay? So you got D, F, and the A sharp. Because we're in the key of F sharp. Alright? So the chord, left hand, you got A sharp and B. And in the right hand, you got D, F, and A sharp. Now, what you want to do when you play this chord, try to let the right hand have a slightly greater amount of weight, arm weight, when you press down than the left hand. Reason being, this semitone or half step crushed note here with the A sharp and the B together has a dissonance to it. Now you don't want this to be the most dominant harmonic sound in the chord. What you want is more of the upper part of the chord in volume. Okay? So this is like classical voicing. In classical piano, you voice the chord by putting more weight on some of the notes. So in this case, the right hand has more weight. So you get that sound. See how that sounds? So you go, okay? So when the melody is playing and it goes, alright, during that section you'd hear it. It actually goes, alright, and all this is played with the bass player on the F sharp. Now, this is where rootless voicings and chords come in. This is meant to be played with a bass player, and he should be on the F sharp. Alright, something like that. So, you want to be on this chord. So, in terms of what type of chord it is, really it's an altered chord. Yes, it's like a F sharp major 7, but with the 11th or 4th and the sharp 5th, sharp 5 inside. That's your major 3rd, that's your major 7, that's your major 3rd again of F sharp. Well, basically, that's the shape. So I go over the fingering again, ring finger, middle, slide down to the A with the same middle, then you get ready to play the chord. B flat, sorry, A sharp, because we're in F sharp, B, D, E sharp, or we call it F, and then A sharp. Okay? And then this moves to the 6th chord in the sequence, which is like C sharp major, triad. You got the 5th of the C sharp major there as well, and over the F sharp again. So that's the sound. That's chord 5. Then that moves to that chord, which is like F sharp major 7, F sharp major 9, because you got the 9 in there. Alright? So that's the melody, but you'll be playing. Alright? Okay, so the next chord is actually F sharp 7/11. And what we have here, we've got F sharp, we've got G sharp, we've got B, we've got E, and we've got the F sharp as the melody line on top. So that's the whole chord. Right? It's quite simple. So that's the root, that's the F sharp, the G sharp, B, which is the 11, that's the 7, which is E, and you got the F sharp again. Okay, that's the root repeated in the melody line. So that's what it is, literally. And then the next chord is simply F sharp 11. Okay, and the way to do this one, the way you can look at it, it looks like a B major over this F sharp octave in the bass. In the left hand, you've got F sharp and F sharp repeated in the left hand. In the right hand, it's like a B major triad. Left hand is the F sharp octave. Okay, so that's chord 7. That's the chord before, and then chord 8. Okay, awesome. The next two chords actually create a 7-3 progression. So what do we mean? The root or the bass line goes from the 7th note to the 3rd. We're in the key of F sharp, so F sharp is 1, G sharp is 2, A sharp is 3, B is 4, C sharp is 5, D sharp is 6, and E sharp, or F, it's really E sharp, as we discussed before, but we can call it F, that is actually 7, and we're back at 1. So the bass line goes 7, 3, and this totally leads to the 6, which is D sharp. So it's okay. Now, really nice progression. So we're just gonna deal with the 7 and the 3 for now, and then we'll come back to the 6th chord that starts the verse. Okay? So basically, the 7 chord is a F, E sharp, and the actual notes we play along with that are G sharp in the left hand, and in the right hand we got C, D sharp, and G natural. Okay? Alright? It looks like a G sharp major 7, but that is over the F. So it's actually like F minor 9. Okay? So the notes again are F, G sharp, C, D sharp, and G. Okay? That moves to the 3 chord, which is this one right here. You got A sharp, G sharp in the left hand, and in the right hand you've got B, D natural, and F sharp. Okay? Alright? So okay, awesome. So we finally got to the end of the introduction, and I'm just going to give you the final chord so it actually makes musical sense to end the phrase on the first chord of the verse. Although it's not actually the intro or part of the intro, you want to have that closure to the phrase, the musical phrase. And to achieve this, we need to end on the first chord of the verse. And that is the D sharp minor 9. Okay? So this is your D sharp. And what's involved, you've got D sharp, G sharp, A sharp, and in the right hand you've got C sharp, E sharp, and A sharp. Okay? And you play it like a stab. So it's like 1, 2. Just like that. The bass would be on the D sharp. Okay? So when you do that last chord, okay, so that's how that works. So I'll spell it out again. You got D sharp, G sharp, A sharp in the left hand, and in the right hand you've got C sharp, E sharp, and A sharp. And once again, we're saying E sharp, which is actually F, simply because we're in the key of F sharp. Alright? Happy practicing! One suggestion for practicing this material is the holding technique. It's something I've discovered in my years of teaching. It's one of the most successful ways for you locking in these chords as shapes. What you want to do is put the track on, the original track. Maybe you could find it on YouTube. And you want to learn this chord, for example, by just pressing it down and holding it for the duration of the entire track. Do not release your hands unless you're feeling pain. If you do, you release it for 5 seconds and you back in there, but try to hold it as long as you can. That locks in the shape and gets the brain used to the muscle memory or the muscle tension that is necessary for learning these chords so that you can play them at will. Okay? Happy practicing!